Hello, good morning students. Today I am going to teach you a very important lesson on passage. In general English, we have a very important question on comprehension passage that comes from the textbook. The first topic of our syllabus is the voice of the unwanted girl. In this poem, the poet has described the condition of the girl before her death. How the students attempt a passage is shown in this poem clearly. I am Dr. S.R. Bhargava, Associate Professor, Department of English. The name of the poem is The Voice of the Unwanted Girl. There are main points to remember while reading the poem as necessary for attempting comprehension passage and answering their questions. First of all, read the question, read the text of the poem attentively and read again and it while keeping the questions in the mind properly. Attempt the questions beginning with WH word, asking about place, time, region, situation and manner in the form of question, starting with WH words who, why, when, what, how, where, and when, and so on. Vocabulary based questions are also asked in the paper. Vocabulary based synonyms, antonyms, phrases, one word substitutions, and proverbs. The text of the poem is as follows. The students have to read the text before giving the answer of the topic. There is a dialogue between mother and the children, the child. She asks her mother, "Mother, I am the one you sent away. When the doctor told you I would be a girl in the end, they had to give me an injection to kill me. Before I died, I heard the traffic rushing outside, the monsoon slush. Now there is the atmosphere, dirty atmosphere outside when the girl is taken to the autopsy room. The wind slurking through your beloved Mumbai. I could have clutched the neon blue. No one wanted to touch me except later in the autopsy room. The child repents, weeps before her mother, saying that in the Mumbai city she was taken to autopsy room where she was going to be killed. No one wanted to touch her. When they knew my mouth would not search for anything and my head could be measured. There was a measurement of the body of the child, how to make a postmortem of the body. And bent and cut apart. I looked like a sliced pomegranate. Now the child depicts her body like a fruit that is to be cut. The fruit you never touched. Mother, I am the one you sent away. When the doctor told you I would be girl, your second girl. It was the condition. When the child was informed, when the doctor was informed, the mother of the child was informed, all the three persons were informed regarding the death of the children. The afterwards, as soon as you put on your grass, green sari. The orange stems of the parijatak blossoms glistened in your hair. Afterwards, everyone smiled. After listening the existence of the girl child, the mother put on green sari with blossoms parijatak, and everyone was smiling. Look for me because I won't come to you in your dreams. Look for me Mother, look, because I won't become a flower, I won't turn into a butterfly. The child asks the questions that she is like a butterfly, she is like a bud, she is like a flower that has been bent to flower, bloom. And I am not a part of anyone's song. Look, mother, look for the place where you have sent me, look for the unspeakable. The child is not able to speak, and the mother is not able to save her. For the place that can never be described, look for me, mother, because this is what you have done. Look for me, mother, because this is not God's will. Look for me, mother, because I smell of formaldehyde. I smell of formaldehyde, and still I wish you would look for me, mother. The child asks several times from her mother to feel for her, touch for her, and try to save her. But she is like a fruit flower that has to be plucked away mercilessly. Now there comes 10 questions followed by answers, and the students are advised to give answer with the help of the points to be discussed. First of all, the first question is possibly asked, by whom has this poem written? Who is the poet of the poetry? Who wrote the poem? As you know, Sujata Bhatt. What is the theme of subject matter of the poem? Theme or subject matter, both are same. The theme of the subject has been discussed, that the unborn child is not to be come in this world. She is about to cut before the arrival of in the world. What is the relation between the child and the woman? Both are daughter and mother. Where is the child taken at last? The child was taken at last autopsy room, where the post-mortem process was to be done. How does the child request the mother not to kill her? The child requests mother frequently to save her, not to kill her. She makes several appeals to mother that she is going not to be killed, she is going to be bloom in the world. But as she was second child to her, it was informed by the doctor to her that she is next to the first child and she need not to become in the world. So there comes a series of questions from the child side, but she is banned, prohibited to speak. Now next question, give synonymous similar words of the following. A rush. Rush means a run, दौड़ना. Kill, murder, autopsy, the place where in the hospital post-mortem takes place. That is slushy, sluggy. And now there are antonyms also. Opposite words are also asked. Save, leave, kill, fade, मुरझाना, glisten, brighten, चमकना, darken, अंधेरा, and glisten, glittering, brightening. Clutch means catch, opposite, leave, give up. Mention the one word of the following line. One word based question is also asked. And I am not a part of anyone's song. The word I refer to the child, unborn child, that has not been allowed to come in the world. So in this passage, in the form of poetry, questions are asked in examinations based on comprehension passage. So the students, in the first topic, you have read the text, its questions and answers, the way to put on the questions, to give their answers. So the students are advised to read the poem or the prose twice. They are allowed, if they have time, to read once again, keeping the questions in the mind so that they can give answer properly. Sujata Bhatt's introduction is must. She is an Indian writer. She is an Indian poet who talks about the social, religious, economical, and cultural life of Indian society, traditional society, in which the birth of the girl child is known as a curse. In several societies, this is also happening even today. But in modern and educated society, this is rarely accomplished. So, the introduction of Sujata Bhatt has been introduced first year, and now the question on theme. Theme means how the chapter is written about. At last, what does the poet think or described in the text? There are some points such as vocabulary based questions. Students are advised to study the synonyms. Synonym means the similar words. Similar words. There are 2, 3, 4 many words which are common in meaning. They are called synonyms. Antonyms are those words which don't have similar things, they are just opposite, contrary to the original word. For example, good, bad, like, hate, etc. And in the one word substitution, one or two lines are given and asked to answer in one word. That is called one word substitution. In this poem, autopsy is used for the place where doctors perform their actions as post-mortem. So, in this chapter, we have discussed how to attempt the passage in the form of poetry, how to make a comprehension practice of the questions. The important thing in the passage is that in every comprehension passage, WH based questions are asked. WH based questions, the questions start with WH word such as who, which, why, whom, where, when, how much, how many, etc. And their answers are to be done in the form relating to their situations. For example, place, where, time, when, manner, how, reason, why, subject or topic, what. So these relative or introductory words starting with WH are very important, which are asked not only in college exams but also in competitive exams. So students have to read them carefully. And lastly, we have talked about synonyms and antonyms, followed by refer questions. Refer questions are also used in exams, in which first person, second person, third person are used for the person, the thing, or the animate or inanimate objects. So the students, this chapter is very important and you have to learn it very attentively so that in examination you can get the better marks. Students, this paper, this topic has been presented before you for the guidance so that you can attempt it within a given time. Thank you.